Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Well, we reached it. We are at April 28th, 2020. It's been a time we'll all remember, and we are now approaching May. And so I'm going to be uploading all of the monthly tarot and guidance readings for all signs, and right now this will be the reading for Taurus. So we are in sun sign Taurus season. Happy birthday, Taurus. I know it'll be one you'll always remember, and I can only hope that you will take from it the imperative growth and evolution that this has brought to each and every one of us, but in a way that's going to direct us and guide us on a path that has possibly never even been taken before this, and for the ultimate upliftment and beautification of our lives. You know, you are a grounded earth sign and you have Venus as your ruler, so that is the planet of love, beauty, and money. And right now, with your influence, and as I'm speaking to you, your calm, loyal, and practical aspects and elements that you exude from yourself, it's so welcome. We had Aries season just passed before yours. That's, of course, fire and energy, and with all that has occurred, that extra fiery part maybe has cause more tension in things within ourselves and others that we don't necessarily ever want, but the newness of things sometimes can create that. And now with the understanding, the somewhat familiarity to our circumstances, the groundedness of the Taurus is just so welcome right now. And interestingly enough, the one thing I will say astrologically is that in the month of May, we will have 4 planets in retrograde. Very heavy hitter, incredibly important planets that affect us in all different ways. One of which will be Venus, and it mentions, as I mentioned, the money, the beauty, the love of our lives, how that will affect us, how that has affected us. We already have Pluto in retrograde. We will have Jupiter and Saturn. So I don't know, right off the bat, although these planets retrograde yearly, I don't know that they've been all 4 in the same month like this. So the main thing that I want to say on that theme is retrogrades are always and will remain the times when we need to review, redirect, relax, retreat. And I know we've certainly done a couple of those things in the last 6 weeks or more, regardless of the planet. So now it's not going to be so much of a shock to our system. And now with things moving forward as they are, as I speak, and in May and onward, to absolutely sit and review what our plans are. Be very clear on how we want it to be, how we want to achieve our goals, our desires, all the things that certainly the elements of Taurus provide for us, and a calm manner in which to do so. So yeah, that'll be an interesting time, but like I said, not so surprising, and yet all the while, there will be movement in May, and we've been wanting that. We've been asking for that. So here it is. Now let me start with the tarot reading, and I would like to do this under 4 major categories for the month. This is a general reading for Taurus, Moon, Sun, and Rising, or Ascendant. And I always recommend that you watch or listen to your Moon and Ascendant, because they can resonate as much, if not more sometimes. And also knowing that if you watch this at the beginning of the month, it may may seem more, more important and may resonate more towards the middle or end. So if you watch it at the beginning, you could come back. Forgive me, I'm just, when they come out, those are the ones that I feel like we need to read. And I'm not going to read reverses at this time. It's about the straightforward energy. And I have 5 here, so we're going to duplicate one, or not duplicate, but I'll add that, and then I'll finish with the super manifestation card and an angel card, okay? So let's go forward with the first card category, which is going to be the overall energies for the month, okay? And this is general, but this will be pertinent and very important in addition to what I have just explained to you. The second is going to be under the category of possible blessings or obstacles of the month. The third will be under the category of love, and the fourth will be under the category of finances. We have a second one for the finances, so I'm going to add that as well. And let's get started. The overall energy for all Tauruses in the month of May is the Fool. And I absolutely love that you got this. This is a major arcana. It is the first card, sometimes in the tradition of the Rider-Waite Tarot. You can use it as the first card, which is a 0 before the 1, or you can put it at the end, but in most traditional ways, the Fool is the person starting out on a journey. You know, life's amazing ups and downs and trials and tribulations and what they occurs during their travels. And right now, it's like we're starting fresh again in May as things move forward. I mean, with the standstill, there's incredible optimism. There's absolute trust and guidance. There's a sincerity about it, a youthful kind of exuberance of, yes, I know things are going to go the way they need to go. It may take more time. It may not happen exactly in my time frame, but absolutely. So the whole overall energy with you is just this incredible optimism and belief in better things coming up. So the loyalty of the dog, you know, kind of making sure that you're not leaping too quickly ahead, and yet also the loyalty of the unconditional love that animals give us, which is the unconditional divine love that's there for us and supporting us whenever we ask or want it. What a beautiful start for the month, right? And that's for you. That's your birthday wish. That's your soul return to this coming year, like it's your new start of a year, you know? And what can you provide? What can you bring to that? It really is so much up to us. There are many things we can't control, but we can absolutely decide on what we want our futures to be and how we can go about it. And you know, being a Taurus, you totally get the steps need to be kind of regimented. You know, it doesn't have to be fast, but it has to be long lasting. You know, it's not something you want to just put in place that can frivolously, without a good foundation, fall apart. So those are all the thoughts that'll come in through May. Now, the next card, which is the blessings or / obstacles, is the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knights are, and specifically the Cups, represent the sign of water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The Cups are very, very much about our emotions. You know, what do we hold so true to ourselves? Our heartfelt desires, our loved ones, things that just bring us so much fulfillment and creativity. What blessings are we looking at? What are we bringing forth for ourselves, for others, that's going to contribute to these beautiful feelings? And, you know, feelings of just wanting to be there, wanting to help, wanting to show up. there's a lot that can be done right now in that regard. You know, volunteering and all that. The only obstacle might be in your own situation if there's someone you know of any of those signs. You know, this is a sensitive, intuitive, and caring sign, and it brings out that emotion. So maybe the obstacle is just feeling like you can't be fully in that heart space, you know, because you're away from the people you care about. You're away from the ideas that you want to create so much, but you're never actually away. You know, they're right here in us at all times. And there's so many ways to communicate when you can't see people in person. So that would be the blessing to remind yourself of, or the obstacle. And I know this is individual for everybody, so I hope that it makes sense and you know what that means for you. But the nights do bring those messages of fulfillment and love and fullness in our hearts. So I love that. Now the next one is under the category of love. So that almost pertains to that too. It definitely has that feel. And the next one we have for the overall general energy under love is the Six of Swords. Well, the Six of Swords, the swords of the element of air, they are the Libra, Aquarians, and Geminis of the world. We have a fair amount of planetary energies in the air signs right now, so there's a whole lot of thought, so much communication going on, so much contradiction, and you know, a lot of thoughts, a lot of decisions, a lot of communication on what's the right route to take, how are we going to make this happen. You know, putting it forth now, making it action-oriented. It's now in the process. It's moving and will continue to move forward to the betterment. And in relationship to love, I think it's just holding strong and holding that space for our loved ones to know things are getting better, communicating that to them, helping them in any way that you can to make them feel better, and know and be positive and uplifting in our communications. You know, not this fear-based kind of energy. That's never helpful. It's hard sometimes not to feel for a moment, but let us change that. Let us be active in that aspect. I don't see the month of May being particularly dominant in the love. I mean, you always have love and you're always around that, and it's up to you and how you are connecting with that. But the predominant thing as far as love is just having that self-respect and love for yourself to be able to give to others, knowing that this card represents moving into smoother waters. You're moving away from the agitation, you're moving away from the outside noise, and your inner thoughts are going to prevail. You're retreating like we have been, but more than ever. And that's going to make that love for yourself and everyone so much stronger in the month of May. Better times ahead. Absolutely. And we knew this. I think the deepest parts of us know that. It's just hard sometimes to know when. I always want to put these on, but I'm not going to right now. The next card and category is going to be under the category of finances. We have the Four of Swords. Once again, the air element. It's about retreat. I told you May is going to, I think the main thing will be, the theme should be retreat. I had another word, it'll come back to me. My guides will let me know. But yes, retreating, holding back, waiting, believing that the legal system is doing everything they can with the amount of people involved, with the help that's coming financially is large, but it's been coming, it's continually coming, and throughout May we'll see way more people who are affected and being helped with their finances, and you included. What you need to do is to allow that to come. It's not your time or it's not really something that you need to overthink about or worry yourself at this point. You know, you've done the proper things that you need to do, I'm sure, to find out how things can work in your favor, and now it's about allowing it in. You know, sitting back and just letting it in. And the word came to me, thank you, simplify. This is the time to simplify. And by the way, I feel like a lot of Tauruses I know, and I have a lot of friends that I know are Tauruses, they have that natural gift because they're so in tune with nature and their gardens, and they just do these amazing things, and they cook well, and they have all the sensual aspects, you know, all the senses. Or I always relate to the Taurus and the ground earth qualities of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, but it's about you, Taurus. So to simplify and allow, you know. Now the second card that I had put up there for finances, it's the Eight of Swords. We have felt a definite restriction in our finances. This is just double guidance and reminder about that, but we know that. So those restrictions are a lot in our mind, though. We're thinking things, I think, that aren't really adding to a good feeling, kind of positive outcome. I think we're hearing so much that we're inclined to think, oh no, this, that, and the other, but we've got to really stop ourselves the best we can. This restriction is in our minds, and it's actually an illusion that we can easily change our mind about in thoughts. I'm not saying it's not true that we are all financially concerned about things, or most of us. What I'm saying is that thinking that things won't change or get better is definitely not the way we want to be thinking. So do your best to not hold those kind of restricted thoughts, because it shows in this picture that in reality there aren't any restrictions at all. Just those that we, bring on ourselves. So take those deep breaths and know that money is coming, and we just need to rest and accept that. And I think with Venus being your ruling planet for your birthday, you will be pleasantly surprised. And that's another gift and message I was just asked to share with you. So let me know in the comments. And by the way, if you are liking this and you want to support me, please do subscribe and like. Likes are really important. I love getting them. It makes me feel like I'm evolving and doing what's necessary to keep the connection going with us. And I really appreciate that. Also, I have a little goal, just so you know. I'm pretty darn new. And I would love to reach 25 subscribers. I'm at 22 or more. So if you want to really help me and support me right now while I'm home from my job and I'm unable to do my work, but I love doing this, of course. Wouldn't be doing it if I didn't. That help would be so beautiful to me right now. If you feel it in your heart, that would be great. This is going to be a message from the Super Attractor Manifestation card. Let's see if I can read it without the glasses. No. Oh, wow. I don't remember getting this. Okay, this is all about bringing our alignment and our energies in alignment with the absolute positive, beautiful co-creation that we can create with the universe so that we create the lives that we choose. We have that power. We always have. I honestly don't remember ever pulling this in the last 4 or so months. I am kind and loving towards others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. Isn't that beautiful? Those are the words and the prompting and the guidance that help me, and I hope all of you, to keep that energy at a place that's going to bring in the good stuff, you know? You put that out, it will come back. Isn't that beautiful? That's a fabulous message for all of you. You deserve it. And then the last one's going to be the angel from Doreen Virtue. Just a sweet last little loving message, letting you know you're always guided, always protected. And just ask if you ever want guidance, and then listen for the answer. It will come in whatever form. You never really know sometimes, but it honestly will always come to you. You just have to ask. So your beautiful message for the month of May, Taurus, from the angels, is new love. Woohoo! You got this. I don't know. I mean, I want to say in general, this could be about a lot of new love, and not just, I mean, you may be in a relationship and a marriage, but maybe you're finding new love from all of this. It's brought you closer together. There's a new, better, richer understanding. There is a new love, a new interest, you know, maybe online. You've had time to connect and start a relationship going. So fabulous for that. And then also a newfound love for yourself, a newfound respect and understanding of your worth, maybe an idea or project, creation. The list goes on and on and on. But that's the theme. That's the message the angels want to leave you with today. So I'm loving that for you. I appreciate you being here. Like I said, I only want to bring you maybe some clarity and definitely upliftment in the messages. And I absolutely pray that you'll be well and continue to do so. And until next time, thank you again. Bye for now.